Our camera is higher today than it normally is.
Going for different. We're going for the aerial view.
Yeah, they're really going to be able to like see the reflection off the top of your head.
It might need to brighten up the scene.
Welcome! Yay! Favorite day of the week, Kickin Sunday, daily vlogging. Dave Ram's plan going to have us live large. And so, how are you guys? What's new? New month? Did you do
What's
your
a
budget?
new with you?
Did you do your October budget?
Yeah, right. I know, right?
We sat down for a budget meeting yesterday, and he projected our entire life of budget meetings. I thought
that's what I'm talking about. That's what a budget meeting is supposed to be. You guys have you have the vision.
You went above and beyond.
I mean, 5 minutes into it, she was like
weeks.
leaning on my shoulder, and she's
like,
like,
well, if we do this and if we do that, except that life happens.
She's
Like your projections are fantastic.
I just want to know how much money I have for groceries. Are we done?
Not how much we're gonna have.
And I was going into retirement, and I was going into our 3 to 6 months.
Think what we're gonna be able to do for our grandkids, honey. Really, I just want to know how much I have for groceries.
But we're gonna be to the point to where 9 months we'll be done with our 3 to 6 months because we want a ton of money in there. Most people don't have to go 9 months, but we are. But we'll have that, and then we will. So we'll be on. We'll be doing baby step 4, 5, and 6 all at the same time.
Pretty soon, in a matter of months.
9 months.
It's very exciting.
Stick to budget.
We gotta stick to
9 months.
We gotta do this.
That's just so exciting because then I was
no
like
more paying for expenses.
doing all the retirement calculators and stuff, and I was just getting all excited.
So what got me all excited is I think we figured out a t-shirt thing, you guys. We've gotten some messages, and we know people were like, it's freezing, I want a hoodie, help me out. I'm like,
yeah, well, we were saving money for hoodies, and you took it off your site.
I know, and I'm sorry, but
maybe we should back up the train
reason.
here and tell them that our store is no longer available.
Oh yeah, if you go to our website,
we took the store off.
Yes,
because
because it wasn't worth our while for the printers. Like, we were paying more in printing fees than we were making. Like, we were paying to have them made, which is something's wrong when that happens.
The orders weren't coming in frequent enough.
We're working on it, but I think we have a solution, and it's going to be Teespring as a website, and they do campaigns where you launch a new t-shirt that we design for like a 30-day period, and then what we need is like 50 to get bought in that 30-day period, and then
we set up what we think we want to do. So if it's 10, 20, 3,000, whatever.
Yeah. So then at the end of that 30 days, those get printed and shipped to you. And then what we're going to do is do a new campaign every month. So we're going to come up with a new t-shirt every single month, a new design.
They get shipped if quota gets met.
Yes.
So if you have 50 as your quota and you only get 42, they're not going to get shipped.
Right.
You have to hit the 50.
Yeah. And it's for purposes that it makes sense for the printing. Like, the more you print, the more cheaper. Everybody wins. So
plus
it's cheaper.
Cheaper is a cheaper way to go for
and
everybody.
So yes, so we are going to have an option where you can get a t-shirt, where you can get a hoodie, where you can get a long sleeve t-shirt, or where you could get a tank top as well.
Nice.
And so I'm excited. We're doing this to raise money to send us to Nashville. So we have got some donations already, and we are so grateful for you guys, and you've touched us. It's just amazing. We also want to give you an opportunity to get a t-shirt and help fund our trip. So we have a large bill.
All proceeds
go
between now or whenever the first shirt comes out and January, February-ish will be to help us,
Please send us to Nashville to be counselor trained for this guy and for me to go through too, so that we can be better financial coaches.
There was no you in this. This was a me trip.
Oh, I'm going.
Well, you can go, but it wasn't like you're benefiting from
I'm a repeat goer. Of course I'm going to benefit. Then
you're riding coattails here.
Right now I'm kind of above you because I've been officially trained, but you... First question, brand new subscriber. We're self-employed, and I, the wife, do all of the bill paying for the business and the home. It's a tough job, but we're mostly out of debt except for the house and our commercial building and cash flowing 2 college tuitions. Good job. God is so good. Yes, he is. I do have a major issue though. I don't have a written down budget. I have to sit down and write down a budget. I listen to Dave Ramsey all the time, and I know how he does it. I just have to do it. You just have to do it. what you guys have done, which really encouraged me, is that the budget is allowing you guys to have fun and have guilt-free expenditures in your life. Blessings to you and your beautiful family.
Amen.
It's amazing how freeing living on a budget. And you know, we fought it, and you really just don't fight it. If you just take anything out of this video, don't fight doing a budget, because it means freedom. Really, you think the opposite, like, oh, I'm gonna have to get rid of stuff, and I'm gonna have to change the way we live, and I'm gonna have to say no to myself. But what you don't
Well, that is true though.
Is doing those things is freeing. Like, you don't have to get rid of your car. You could pay it off early. We sold ours because we couldn't buy bread. Like, that was an important thing. But
Had a nice truck,
you don't
though.
have to. It was beautiful. It looked good on the outside.
I'm dumb.
So just don't fight it. There are so many, I promise, there are so many more good that will come out of doing a budget than bad. Okay? Thank you for your inspiring videos. Love from France. Elsa. France!
What do they do in France? They throw another piece of toast on a Barbie?
Do you throw shrimp on the Barbie in
French
France?
toast.
French toast. Holy crap. Oh, that's another thing about the Teespring. Okay, so I designed our first shirt, and it's throw another shrimp on the Barbie shirt, and it looks pretty cool. I'm pretty proud of it. But
I'm saying no on this, and she's all giddy going
how
for it.
many of you would buy a shrimp on the Barbie shirt, or should we come up with another for our first month's launch?
Shrimp on the Barbie can be something down the road. But I think now it needs to be our,
what do you think?
all of our sayings that we say all the time that's budget related.
Yeah, because paper, rock, scissors could not solve this problem, so we need your help.
So yeah, I think
he wants it to be more budget, more us than something.
Well, I think Shrimp on the Barbie is kind of funny, but it's down the road funny. It's not like your initial.
And I'm ready to throw it out
T-shirt.
there.
Yeah.
I think it'd do great.
So let us know.
Yeah,
let us know.
Leave us a comment.
Superman.
Where was I? Your YouTube channel is awesome. No, you are awesome. My wife and I are coming up on our 1-year anniversary. Happy anniversary. And we really want to do something fun but inexpensive. Do you have any suggestions? Also, I'm looking at starting a savings for child expenses in the future. My wife and I are not pregnant, but hope to possibly start that phase of our life within the next year or two. Do you have any advice on how much we should look to save? Should this be saved in a savings account, envelope method, or some form of investment? Thank you for opening up your lives to all of us here on YouTube, in YouTube land. Your advice is very helpful. We love you. Thank you. I said we love you. That's very nice of you. And how exciting. What a fun stage of life. It's probably one of my favorite stages of life to be baby planning.
Things that are expensive for an anniversary, huh? 1-year anniversary.
What did we do? Our first year anniversary, we were so broke. We had our TV sitting on cinder blocks. Like, literally.
I remember eating a cake.
We were sitting in camp chairs.
It was nasty. The cake was gross.
It was gross.
But I don't remember what we did.
I think I kind of cooked, if you'd call it that, dinner.
Well, I know that one...
We were 18.
That one anniversary, I thought, well, maybe it was our first or our second, you won tickets to a concert.
Was it?
Was that it? The Tim McGraw concert?
That's right.
Was it their first
But
anniversary
we
or
didn't
second?
pay. I won those.
Yeah.
And it wasn't on our anniversary. But, some of the best memories are just making a really nice dinner at home. I still prefer that on Valentine's Day. And now we get to incorporate our babies. We even have our anniversaries, guys. If it falls during the week and every Valentine's Day, we cook up, and the girls love it, cooking with us and planning for, okay, what should we plan to cook, and how can we make it special for Daddy, and we get out the nice candlesticks, and they love it. So it works now when you're newly married, and then down the road when you have babies. So do you have any advice on how we should look to save, and how much to save? Okay, so
start with your insurance.
Figure out how much a birth of a baby, call up your insurance company, how much just a regular delivery is going to cost, what percentage you have to pay, if the doctor's going to require any upfront fees. There is nothing wrong with planning this at all. Don't feel awkward for doing it, because it's going to set you up so much better.
This last Tennessee's birth, we planned everything down to the
years
everything was
before we
planned.
had her. And then just budget. It's your first baby. You're going to get a lot at a baby shower. So that's a good thing. Just hang on to your stuff for the next babies that you have. But, diapers, formula if you need it, but things that you don't need to be starting. It's mainly the medical part that costs a lot.
That's the big part, yeah.
Brand new babies don't cost a whole lot if they're healthy and nothing's wrong. Savings account envelope or investment?
What?
Should they put the baby money into, should they fund baby with a savings account envelope?
Well, I guess it all depends on how much it's going to be and how long it's going to be.
Yeah, you'd have to
You know, if you're going
to
to save $15,000 and it's 3 years out, I'd probably put it in a mutual fund or something, let it sit
Right.
there for a couple of years and make some money. But if it's $2,500 and you're going to be starting soon and you're going to be spending it in 12 months, probably just throw it in your savings account.
Man terms crack me up. You're going to be
What?
starting soon.
Well, they are,
I would
right?
probably just stick with the savings account now. You're very cute. It got awkward. I'm starting to sweat.
Well, because it's 80 degrees today, you're dressed like it's snowing. I know you want fall this year, but
Anyway,
geez.
congratulations, you guys. You addressed part of my question for the once yearly payments due, like car insurance and registration. Would it be best to pay it at the yearly time this year, since it is due this month, which is October, then start taking the total, dividing by 12, putting it into an envelope each month, and sync funding it for the next year so I can get it worked into my monthly budget?
Yes!
Good. Sorry, we didn't answer that part. I think we probably got distracted. All our bills are monthly except for car expenses, insurance, and registration. I love your Kickin Sunday so much. You two really are an inspiration. I thank God he sent me your way.
Yes, if you can pay it this month, pay it all, and then divide next year to 12
Smart
months.
cookie,
There you go.
you are. I like it. Could you please clarify to me Dave Ramsey's advice on buying a car? I know he says to save up and pay for your car in cash, but if you are paying yourself, say $300 a month to buy a car, how is that any better financially than having a $300 a month car payment? That's a valid question. And I think a lot of people think of, that they're always going to have a car payment and that they are essentially paying themselves because there's value in driving a nice car. However, the flip side to that is, I'll let the hammer take this one.
Well, I'm just saying, if you're anything like us, we've had a lot of vehicles over the years. We've had a lot of brand new vehicles. We've had a lot of used vehicles. If you're paying cash, okay, if you go out and you just do $300 a month, you're going to go out and buy a new car. Okay, there it is. You're going to take a huge loss because it's a new car. It's not going to be worth what you just paid for it.
You drive it off
I mean,
the
you can buy a $20,000 car, drive around the block, and bring it back. They'll give you $15 for it.
Yeah.
That's just. But if you're paying $300 to yourself to save up for a car, your requirements for a car are going to go down. You're going to buy a much cheaper car that's more, just a better car.
Yeah.
You're not going to.
You're going to do your homework.
You're going to do your homework, but you're going to spend a lot less. So, I mean, if you go buy a new car, you're going to go buy a $20,000 shiny one. But if you're going to save cash and you're like, wow, I could probably get away with a $10,000 car or $8,000 car, it'll probably do the same thing. But second is, if you're paying yourself, and I say I'm paying myself, I want to do it for 2 years, for 24 months or whatever. And 12 months into it, I lose my job. Or finances change, I break my leg, or something happens or whatever. I can go, okay, I'm going to stop paying myself for a few months because I got to pay something else. But when you have a car payment, you can't exactly stop paying that because they're going to come get the car out of the driveway.
And I think the biggest thing that we learned, and we're telling you this because we love you and we want to help you out, the biggest thing we learned through our experience of our last truck that we had, and it was a $352 payment. I remember that payment.
Yep.
The biggest thing that we took away was we weren't able to work the baby steps and make progress because we had this payment. And we paid on it for 3 years and we lost a bunch of money versus if we could plow ourselves through these baby steps and be investing faster, that $352 a month would have grown more than the car. We could have paid cash for a car out of our expenses or out of our.
The best advice I could say is to save, pay yourself, pay the money yourself, do your research, get a reliable car. And the cost of ownership is dirt cheap. I mean, we've had, we paid for our car, and we've had our car for, how long we had the car now, 6 years?
Yeah.
We've had the car for 6 years, and I think I'm like at that $2,800 threshold. I've put $2,800 in the car over 6 years.
It's a good, reliable, used 1998 Honda Accord.
Oil changes, that's the tune-ups, that's the water pumps, the alternators, the new batteries, the new window regulators. That's everything that has possibly gone wrong over. But it's a good, reliable car. It gets 30 plus miles a gallon. I don't know what that works out to be. I mean, it can't be much. What is it? $20 a month? Probably $25 a month. I mean, it's just
and you Dave Ramsey people out there, help me out, okay? Dave, when you take Financial Peace University, he talks about there is a lesson on cars and car payments and what it means for your budget. And if you had a lot of people go through life, I'm always going to have a car payment. That's just something that they've accepted. But if the average car payment is how much? 3.
No, it's more. It's like $475 now on the last
is it higher?
program that
Okay,
you
so
wrote.
if you had the $475 a month for the rest of your life on a car payment, I thought it was 3 something.
No.
Anyway, $300 to $400.
Invested, it's like $5 million. Hope you like the car.
$5 million, and all you have is not even probably by then is a car to show for it.
Yeah.
So if you had invested that $300 or $400,
You could have owned the dealership.
it would have been $5 million. You would have been paying yourself. So that's why paying yourself is so important. Okay. Thank you for that's a good question. Thank you. I've paid off 2 credit cards, a total of $8,000. I love it. Isn't it incredible to not be a slave to that credit card company, to not have to call them and be like, can I afford groceries right now?
And since you've paid them off, shred them
Yeah.
and call them.
Because there is no
and
going
say,
back.
I don't need these. Cancel the account, please.
You are done. Good job.
Just
That's
Jess.
awesome. Hey guys, I love your videos. I'm a young viewer. We love our young people. A freshman in college, and you two are truly an inspiration to me. I am not cash flowing college as it's too expensive. I hope to go to medical school after college, which I will also have to take out loans for. I was wondering what I can do now to prepare to pay off my debt after school. In total, I will have over $100,000 in student loans. Yikes. She said yikes. I agreed. Thank you both for sharing your lives and your tough love. I truly admire your family. Okay, girlfriend.
The only thing I could say is get a decent job and get it now.
Start shoveling
You need to start
money.
saving.
And you need to start throwing money at your student loan. Throw as much as you can. And have you thought about scholarships or applied for grants or anything that can help you lower that amount right
And
now?
I'll probably step on some toes here, but I'm a tough love guy, and you know what?
She says she loves tough love.
You know what? People that say that it's just I can't work and go to college at the same time. My focus is on. I worked an 8 to 10 hour construction job every day, and then I went to school for 5.5 hours every night, 5 days a week. I made it through college.
Yeah.
I was working construction from 5 in the morning, and then college got out at 11:30 at night. You guys can do it. If you're motivated enough
Hard
and you
work.
want that donkey off your back, you can do it.
Yes. So work.
Work.
Because you have you to worry about. You don't have kids, you don't have a family, you don't have any of that responsibility. You just have you. So you can just power through this and throw everything you can at this loan. And then learn to simplify. The faster you learn to have a simplified life where you're not going out every weekend and blowing frivolous money on things, or, the better you're going to be on the other end, because you're still not going to need those things to make you happy once you get out of college, and you'll know that. Just my advice. Next question. When you say you're 3 to 6, I'm wondering if you mean 3 to 6 months amount of debt-free, or 3 to 6 of when you are debt-free. Maybe it's 3 to 6 of full salary. Thanks for your help. I'm trying to pay off things so I can feel the debt-free. You're talking about baby step 3. Baby step 3 is saving 3 to 6 months of living expenses in an emergency fund.
We are saving for 4 months, and that 4 months is if I quit getting an income right now, I can maintain the same as what I'm doing right now for 4 months.
We can pay our bills, we can eat, things like that, living expenses.
So it'd be like for 4 months, you wouldn't be able to tell if I lost my job. Everything would be the same.
Yep. Okay, my husband and I just started the Dave Ramsey way again after falling off the wagon. I think we have tried this 3 or 4 times now, and we are really ready to do it this time. We are so sick of our debt. Student loans for both of us totaling $50,000 and a car loan of $16,000. We started a plan to live on my husband's income of $1,811 a month, and with my income of $1,400 a month, we are going to tackle our debt. It's going to be a real challenge for us. Your videos are very inspiring to us both and really keep us on track. We are both in our mid-40s and starting over with baby step 1. We don't want to be in our 60s with this debt hovering over us. We just need encouragement that this can really happen. This really can happen. We want to shout, we are debt-free before our 50s. Okay.
So I'm going to hit you with tough love. Today's a tough love day, people. So your income's $3,200 a month, and you have $50,000 in student loan debt among all of your other living expenses. The $16,000 car's got to go. Like, for sale sign. When you watch this video, you can even go out and put a for sale sign in that window, put it on Craigslist. It's 86.
Yeah.
I don't think you guys have enough monthly income to I don't know what your payment is, My guess, 16,000. That's, I don't know how much you bought it for, but you're probably $350 payment, probably $400 payment.
It needs to go towards your student loans instead. First, you guys need to bump up your emergency fund. You probably already know this, and we would recommend that you go through
FPU.
Financial Peace University class to just motivate you and encourage you and carry you through this, because you are motivated. We can tell by your comment, and we're proud of you. And you don't want to be in your 60s and still have this debt. Student loans. You can't have student loan debt in your 60s.
No.
Oh, I hate student loans. I have a comment about the concern about life being too short. Oh, this comment just touched.
It's an awesome comment.
My brother died from sudden cardiac arrest 10 days ago, an underlying heart condition he or we didn't know about. He was only 35 years old. I have spent a lot of time with family and friends sharing memories about him. I have been in contact with literally hundreds of people he knew throughout his life. I can honestly say no one had a favorite memory about him or a funny story about him that involved anything expensive. Everyone's memories were about conversations they had with him, day-to-day experiences, regular everyday life stuff that doesn't cost anything. So I just want people to know that life can be full and happy and meaningful and wonderful, even if you are struggling financially, even if you are having to work a lot or can't do expensive things. In the end, it is the relationships that matter, and that is what people will remember.
So that nixes the whole life short. Go blow money.
Go have fun.
Go buy a new car and new boat and do this and do that.
I'm praying for you, because that has got to be hard to lose your brother like that. Only 35 years old. Oh, but it's such a good point you made. Thank you for sharing. Christine and Josh, it is believed cheesecake originated in Greece. I watch all your videos and love your channel. By the way, I'm working hard to nail down the budget. Thanks for your inspiration and tough love. You guys love the tough love. I think our t-shirts say tough love. Watch for some tough love.
Tough love. Hashtag dead as zone. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's good. Okay, should we do that one, or should we do shrimp on the barbie?
No. But what was, I don't remember the
It was
cheesecake.
last week. We were talking about cheesecake. I don't even know how we got started on the topic of cheesecake. And I said, is it Italian or American? Anyway, it originated in Greece. I'm going to make it delicious. I found a cheesecake recipe for Thanksgiving. A pumpkin spice latte cheesecake. It's going to be for one. I'm the only one that's going to like it. I'm going to make it. Love this video and all you do. Also, Josh, I love lefties.
Yeah! Lefties.
You know, when you name your future channel, maybe it should have something to do with lefties.
Dennis Dunn Lefties version.
Where was I?
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
And it just went shh.
Oh, did it? You're looking for Amanda from WI right there.
Okay. I have recent Wisconsin.
That's what I said, Amanda from WI. Wisconsin, baby.
Oh, Josh. I have recently found your channel, and to get myself up to speed, I've watched several of your vlogs, and I came up with a theme. Budget. This seems to be Josh, the boyfriend's favorite word. I have nicknamed you Baby Step 1 and 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, because honestly, this is the link between the baby steps of FPU. I love this. My husband and I have taken FPU but haven't been very gazelle, more slow and steady, tortoise in the hair. We are currently on baby step 2, but this time more focused on weekly budget meetings, so we both have a say, not just me. I have a couple questions. Do you ever start an envelope halfway through the year? Yes.
Depends what it's for, sure.
Never wrong to start an envelope. Do you have larger sinking funds that you don't make envelopes for that might take more than 1 year to fill? For example, a trip to Disney or vehicle purchase. Absolutely. Or you can put it in a savings account. Whatever you will keep your little fingers off of. That's what I would recommend doing. Lastly, do you write down the individual purchases in a spreadsheet or tracking program from your weekly envelopes, or once you fill the envelopes is good enough?
Once we fill them, it's good enough.
It's the easiest for us.
Yeah, because cash is cash. When you run out of cash, you're done.
It's a good visual for me, and there's a lot of feeling associated with spending cash. And as a mom of 3, I would never ever write it down. We started envelopes this past month and are tweaking the process. I hope to be as confident in this process as you are, but I am realizing this will take time. Thank you for sharing your life.
Probably take 3 to 4 months before you guys get into it again. That's fine.
This is a crock pot business, guys.
That's
Not a microwave business. Baby step 1.5, 2.5,
3.5. That's awesome.
That is so awesome.
That's Amanda from WI right there.
And it explains us from WI. Thank you. Josh. Oh. I'm planning on starting a Disney or on a dime series on my channel very soon. When the time comes, if you need some saving tips, especially if you do Walt Disney World, stop over or come now! Exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. My family lives debt-free without the credit cards, and you all inspire us to do even better.
We'll check it out.
We would love to come see you. And yes, let us know when you start that series. What a fantastic Disney on a Dime series. We would so tune in for that. Hi again, Josh and Christine. Thanks for answering my last question. I have another one. If this is too personal a question, don't answer. And it's alright. But I love how you say you got your debt-free wish when you got beautiful little baby T. I think it will take us approximately 3 or 4 years to become debt-free, and we would love to have another precious baby. I'm worried about waiting another 3 or 4 years before trying to get pregnant because of my age. On the other hand, having my beautiful little son 9 months ago was what inspired us to become debt-free. Could you share how you waited before becoming debt-free to have little baby T? Thanks so much. Lots of love from Northern Ireland.
Well, I got a minute and a half left on
Ireland.
The reason we wanted to be debt-free is because with the other 2 kids, we were so broke we couldn't buy anything. Couldn't buy diapers, couldn't buy clothes. We were in a different financial place.
It's hard in a minute. Between Grace and Tennessee, we were almost divorced.
Yeah,
Finances had ruined us so much. That's why we're here. That's why we're doing this, to help you guys out, to save your families, because they're worth saving. So we needed to get out of debt. We needed to grow. There was a lot of faith that needed to happen. Our faith needed to be stronger, and we just needed to be in a different place. And we really didn't have a choice. We didn't even know that we wanted another baby until we got to the other side. Till we started doing a budget, till we started working together, till we started telling our money where to go and having control and feeling in control, and growing closer to God in the whole process, and finding a church that we just absolutely are head over heels in love with. That took all of that to get us here and to get her here. So, but God never closed that door. He knew that we were meant to have another baby.
But you didn't list your age. I have no idea how old you are, but
those
maybe
of us that are around 35, they treat you different, don't they? When you get pregnant at around 35.
What I'm saying is maybe you guys pause your baby step to save for money to have another one or whatever. I mean, I think that is a legitimate pausing point. If you're in a point in your baby steps that you can pause.
Family planning is the exception, and this goes back to, there's our timer. Did you guys miss the timer? This goes back to the person that was wanting an IVF procedure a couple weeks ago. Have the IVF procedure, because that is such a soft point, family, having a baby and building a family, that work it into your budget and pay for it, but
keep going.
It's important. So that's it.
No,
I guess I gotta sign off.
No, we got one more.
Do we have time?
Of course.
Have you guys finished your will, and would you recommend U.S. legal forms? Completing our wills is in our 2014 agenda, so we need to get started.
They do.
You have
a couple months.
Yes,
we used U.S. legal forms. Everything was great, legit, easy to get, no problems there. Yes, we are working on our wills. No, they're not completed.
No, because you know what we're doing? We're taking 1 or 2 date nights a month until it gets finished. Isn't that fantastic? So we're spending quality time together, setting up the legacy for our children and making their lives better, and giving me extreme peace of mind. And now we have baby T to add to it. So
now we gotta hurry.
Okay. We love you guys. Leave your comments down below if we didn't get to yours. We thank you for all the love you show us on these days, these Debt Kickin' Sunday days. And let us know about the t-shirts down below. Okay, don't forget that. We'll see you. Peace out. I don't even know what to say anymore.
French toast.
French toast. French toast. I'm hungry.